we're live! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Pokemon card live stream. It's the daytime stream. How's it going, guys? Gosh, I was hoping for VStar Universe, but it is not here yet. You know, it's not a surprise. It is wintertime, and I feel that it's hard to get really consistent shipping during the wintertime. You know what I should have done, probably? The guys who are shipping me this product, I should have asked them for, like, overnight shipping fees or something. Yeah, that's real expensive though, but I would have really liked to have received them on Monday, and I looked them up. I'm not even sure they're going to arrive on Tuesday. So I hate to tell you guys that, but yeah, I mean, the product's over in Japan, and this is coming from the secondhand market. I don't even think you can get a distributor in Japan to ship directly to the United States. I don't think it works that way. So we are waiting on VStar Universe. I'm sorry, guys. Another thing, I wonder if the amount that I order ever affects, you know, how quickly they're able to ship it out to me. I wonder if they wait to receive like a second load of it or something. I don't know. How many spots left in the Ancient Origins box break? Yes, let's get to it. So Ancient Origins is being opened tonight. So this is the daytime stream. It's being opened in the nighttime stream. And when it's open, whatever packs are left over, they're my packs at that point, okay? You won't be able to buy them. They won't be available. They'll just be mine. So if you want into the Ancient Origins box break, you got to jump in this stream or tonight's stream, okay? Either one. But yeah, you know, I don't want to make people wait too long for a box break. That's my new thing. If a box break doesn't fill up fast enough, have no fear. I won't make you wait too long to see what you got, okay? I'll just chalk it down as not popular enough, or people don't have enough money, or whatever, you know what I mean? All right. So I wanted to show these off as well. We got these heavy packs, 3 heavy packs and 4 medium packs. Now, I also had a group of light packs. I placed them off to be booster pack graded with PSA. So those are going off to PSA. These are going to be placed in my vintage booster pack box, and we'll be opening them eventually. Let me grab this over here. I could make one available for TikTok. I'm open-minded to that because TikTok content, you know, I'm always looking for people to help me make TikTok content. The truth is, even me earning a lot of money, it's still pretty expensive to, you know, my wife works, I work 7 days a week. It's still pretty expensive to consistently open vintage booster packs on like TikTok. I just can't do it. So, you know, what I like to do is I like to make some vintage product for sale. And then if somebody else buys it, I open it for them on TikTok, and that creates the content. How much for a heavy pack break? That is a great question. I actually don't know what to value that at. I got to do research on that, Mike. Here's the Ancient Origins. Let me show the card off for that. Here it is. Ancient Origins. So there's only 11 spots filled. We will open this tonight. Tonight. So if you're not in here, you won't be in here. Now, we have another thing going on for the VStar universe. If you really just want to put all your money toward VStar and nothing else, we have this VStar Medium Custom Booster. You guys might remember the Medium from a long time ago. The Medium was this custom booster pack, kind of like the large, but it only gave you booster boxes. So you got a 1 in 10 odds of getting a booster box over here in this list. $15 per spot, 10 spots. You know your odds. You know what you stand to lose. Everyone will get a Pokemon card, but it's just going to be a common and common. 1 pack will get a whole booster box of VStar Universe. Okay? That's what that is. It's not in the menu, so it's just kind of, you got to be here to know about it. So there's Ancient Origins. We'll put that away. Ancient Origins. We also have a Gym Heroes pack break started. So this is what we're currently working on. We're not working on base set. I was just showing off the base set. And yeah, so this is a really great set. It has Misty's Tears in it and a lot of great holos like Rocket Scyther in it as well. We always have this going on. We have a Topps break for Topps 2000 the movie, a chance for a holographic Lugia to come out of here, chance for a Chrome Lugia to come out of there, which would be bonkers if you pulled that. That's so much money if you pull that. Mister, I want Pokemon breaks. Yeah, let's get the Pokemons out. Well, Pokemons need to be clearanced. We're going to be moving pretty soon. I don't know if we'll move on the day that we buy the house. We might stay in this house for an extra month and try to do renovations. But we will be moving to a new home. And so I just want to start clearancing some stuff. Right now, I haven't added any new clearance stuff because we still got these clearance McDonald's packs for $2. And here they are. You guys have moved a lot of them, believe it or not. So the boxes, about halfway done. You guys bought about half of them, so half of them still remain. $2 a pack, very good price. And yeah, we're just trying to sell through those. Masquerade party at the Pokistan Mansion. It's not quite a mansion, but yeah, it's going to be large enough for my wife and I to, you know, have some family and friends over. Current state of our home, there's no room, 0 room. Will you do an inventory sale? Well, that's what this is, I suppose. This is an inventory sale. I'm not going to sell you my Charizard 50% off just because I got to drive him down the road to the other home. So that's not the case. This house is just down the road from me, basically. It's a 30-minute drive, but it's part of the same lake. So moving's not some huge problem or anything. But you know, I'm acknowledging that I got a lot of junk, and so I'm trying to get rid of some of the bits that, you know, they're just cluttering up the place, and I'm asking a very low price on it too. So I'm giving you a good price on it if you want it. What you would collect from here, by the way, is the McDonald's Pikachu. Very sweet. Castle Pokistan. Someday, Castle Pokistan. Yeah, actually, I think we're doing extremely good on this house. So on this house, I'm going to be explaining this in a TikTok sometime. I'm going to talk a little bit about the house we bought. So we bought a new lake. We're trying to buy a new lake house. The closing date is on the 20th. So it's December 20th. So far, everything's going well. The inspection just came in, the appraisal, I mean, and the bank appraised it at $680,000. Our official contract is for $650,000. Now, the bank just appraises it at about the listing price, but here's what I think the house is actually worth. I think the house is actually worth about $1 million. Yep, because it's a 4,800 square foot home. So it's 4,800 square feet. And the price we're currently getting on it is like $130 a square foot. So that's the price we're paying, 4,800 square feet. Well, guess what? I did an analysis of all the lake houses for sale out here. You know what the average price for the lake house, any lake house out here, the average price is $240 a square foot. That's the average price. And what's going on, I think when they sold it, they didn't go off the price of a lake house. They went off the price of a regular house. Regular Missouri home. Lake home. Lake homes cost way more because you own you own a piece of the lake, the border to the lake, you own that. So this is the average lake home square footage cost. They priced their house at the price of a regular boring Missouri home. And why did they do that? Maybe they're inexperienced. They're from Jeff City. They're not from Jefferson City. They're not from Lake of the Ozarks. So if you were to actually trade this out for the correct price of 240 square foot, let's see. Oops, wrong button. So when you compute the price, if the price per square foot was $240 for this home we're buying, then it would actually come out to, you ready for this? $1.1 million. So if we went with the average lake house price, by the way, the price we paid on this house, we paid for the house we're currently living in, we paid $208 a square foot. That's what we paid for our current home. Not only did we think this was a good deal, but the house we're living in, we bought it like 2 years ago when prices were lower. Prices went up in these lake houses because the demand is so high. So we think that the house we're buying is valued at $1.1 million, and we're paying considerably less than that. We think we just got a very good home. It's haunted, mister. That's why it's cheap. Well, yeah, the person who built the home is also the person who developed that entire neighborhood. So this was his luxury home, and he passed away, and then the mother passed away too. And so the home, it belongs to the children, and I think they're just selling it because they don't want it anymore. They don't want to think about their passed away parents. It's a bad memory. So they priced it cheap. They went with 130s. It's such a bargain because there's some other things going on. It's got a flat yard, which is extremely rare out here. So it's got a flat yard. It's got a large yard. That's rare too. I'll show you guys when we move in. So it's got a flat yard and a large yard. It comes with this crazy thing called a lakefront lot. So this is it comes with an additional lakefront lot. That means that, you know, if the lake is here, and this is our house on this lot right here, There we go. I'm bad at drawing, sorry. So that's our house, and this is the lake lot, and there's the lake. We're also getting this lake lot with it. So it comes with 2 lake lots, but only 1 house was built on them. And so this is valued at about $100,000, which is crazy. So it comes with an additional lakefront lot. The dock is a 2-well dock, which are expensive. Yeah, I can't believe how good of a deal this house is. So we are getting real excited for this home. And if it falls through for any reason, we're going to be devastated. So it's not done yet, guys. Hold your breath. It's not done yet. But if it goes through, this is kind of like buying a Charizard half off. That's what's going on, guys. That's the equivalent of buying a Charizard half off. So is this going to be a test? Yeah, it's going to be a test. It's going to be on the test, guys. Let's get started. I'm talking about it because I'm so excited about it, guys. I didn't think that the house was going to be such a good deal because when we first offered on it, I didn't realize it was a two-lot home. Tyler Stites, 85 Lugias going toward my SLAB-AWAY. All right, you got it. So I got the note. Let me go update the balance on your card. SLAB-AWAY, Tyler Stites. This drops down to $357. Thank you, Tyler. Did that right? Yep, I did that right. He's talking about this bad boy. Ooh. I might put this in the live customs. Hold on, give me a moment. What is this again? Neo Lugia Japanese? Uh-huh. Hold on. This is going to go into the live customs. It'll be a potential pull for you guys. Drill! No. We don't want to drill. So it's going to say number 249. Why wouldn't the independent appraisal match the $1 million price? When they're doing appraisals, so this is like the 4th home we've bought. They don't like to do the appraisals at a crazy price difference than what's being offered because that's the market offering that. So they don't challenge the offer. The point of the appraisal is for the bank to know whether or not they're making a risky bet. So if the appraiser comes out and tells the bank, look, this house has fallen to pieces. You don't want to make a loan on a bad house like this because what if you were to actually acquire it in a foreclosure? So that's why they got to have an appraisal. But we think we've done extremely well. We think this house is probably valued at close to $1 million, and we're getting it for about $650. All right. Yeah, we think this is a very good home. Understood. Thanks for the insight. No problem, man. All right, so Lugia's going up in the live customs. He's a great card. Hopefully someone pulls him. All right. Welcome, guys. We got 80 people now. Thanks for joining. Happy Monday. I'm so excited for this home, really. We have Mr. Juan Macias. Let me turn this music down a little bit now. It's a little repetitive. Okay, so he's buying a book box. Okay, no problem, Mr. So, Mr. Macias, no need to apologize. They get shipped separately anyways. You will see when they arrive. You're going to be amazed by it. Okay, so this is an other TCG box. You're getting it at a better price than usual. Right now, both bulk boxes are on sale for Christmas. What you can actually do with these bulk boxes, when they arrive, just wrap them in Christmas paper. What do they call that? Wrapping paper? Yeah, just take the whole bulk box. It'll come in a priority mailbox. Just wrap the whole thing in wrapping paper. Boom, you're done. And you give that to a little kid. you know, maybe like 10 years old. They're not collecting Charizard. They're going to love it. It's crazy how many cards are in there. So it's perfect for them. We're going to call this Other TCG. How come you don't sell any mystery boxes? Because I have live custom boosters. Live custom boosters in the large and the medium. So that takes the place of mystery boxes. Other TCG. I should call this what it really is. We came up with an old name for it called the Junk Bulk Box. Junk Box Bulk. That's what we used to call it. But, you know, I thought that was kind of a mean name. It's actually high-quality cards. Why call it junk? What if they pull Sneaker Bunko cards from the book box? They'll have cute girls. I mean, we remove all the really lewd cards from Sneaker Bunko. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be Sneaker Bunko in those other TCG boxes. Okay, you guys are probably bouncing off the walls. Yes, actually, you know what? It's funny. My real estate agent told me he talked to the woman who was selling the house, and she said she's regretting it. And I think it's because they sold it too hastily. They didn't stop and study the market. And their pictures that they took, they didn't even take a picture of the actual dock. So when you're shopping for that home from ZELLE, unless you're going through every single listing and checking it twice, like Santa Claus, you will not even know it's a lake house. So they didn't take a picture of the dock. That's the most important picture. It tells people when they're shopping, it tells people this is a lake house. That's how you know. So when you're selling a lake house, you take a picture of the dock as your first picture. And people go, okay, this is a lake house. This is what we're looking for. They didn't do that. So I clicked on it and I researched into the house and realized it was a lake house. And that's when I said, we need to see this right now. I told my wife, told my real estate agent, I'm like, we need to see this. All right, let's see. Here's Darren Thompson, one spot in the Gym Heroes pack break. We're glad we were so patient, by the way, when it came to shopping for a home. If I didn't see a picture of the dock, I'd assume either there wasn't one or it was trash. Right, that was the other deal. So I said, all right, it's probably a nice home with a very bad dock. No, it's a full-on two-well dock. It's valued around probably $70,000 to $120,000. Those docks are not cheap. They have to build them. They have to be built to a certain standard, and then they have to install them onto your home. So, and you can sell your dock, by the way. And so it comes with this wonderful two-well dock, and they don't even have a picture of it in the listing. What are they doing? Somebody listed it way too fast. Just build your own home and save hundreds of thousands. That's not true at all. Out here in Lake of the Ozarks, to buy a strip of lake land would cost almost $100,000 just for the land that gives you access to the water. And then to build a fresh home actually costs way more than to buy one that's already built. Next up, we got Albert Lee, Gym Hero Pack Break. All right, you got it. Let's get you in there. We're very excited. We are certain we got a steal. And by we, I mean me. I was researching the housing market every single day. Here we are. No true, mister. And one Pokebra. There's a lot of houses that were being built and they're getting abandoned out here because the price of borrowing money changed, so that the interest changed, and so now it's harder to finish building the home. Is pre-order available for VStar Universe? Yeah, it would be $15 a pack, so you could order a whole box of pre-order, and I'll write you down and put you to the side. Build a tiny box of concrete. Yeah, let's build a bulk box. Let's build a bulk house, I mean, out of Pokemon bulk. We'll call it a house of cards. Let's talk about Disney's new agenda. Uh-oh, I didn't hear about it. What's their new agenda? Oh, nice. Trevenant Rainbow. All right. How about that, Mr. Albert? $150 per box, huh? There we go. They are a little bit pricey. You're ordering it in this live stream to have the pleasure of watching it opened live and sharing the social experience. I understand that. I think that's the price I've seen other breakers go with. Happy I ordered my box set for $90. Hey! Unacceptable. We got Joseph Juarez, one Evo Skies, one Romance Dawn. As you know, I like to buy boxes and sell them for a break-even price. That way, I can sit here for hours every day and make no money. There we go. All right. So, one romance done. Don't worry, mister. I'll keep them sealed. What? The largest Pokemon collection doesn't sell in auction. What are you talking about? Mister, can you say Tommy sound? Disney announced a new agenda to make all characters, male and female, more objectifiable. No, they didn't. But what about Charity? Wait till they're 40. Nah, that won't happen with this set. So this is VStar Universe, and it's like the Shiny Star set. It's like a premium set, okay? So the booster boxes for this set are not overpriced. They're naturally more expensive than regular packs because they're a premium set. They did that with Tag Team All Stars, Shiny Star, VMAX Climax, and now VStar Universe. They're part of a special collection of Pokemon cards, so they'll always be high. Here's Crustle and Zinnia's Resolve. You can wait for the English ones, though. I bet you the English ones are cheaper. The English ones are probably going to be released in an ETB set, similar to Champion's Path and Hidden Fates. And these other stinky sets, like Pokemon Go. The leaked Bayamax makes me sad. What are you talking about? Who got leaked? Primals need to know that what Liver King does on Saturdays. I need to look him up and see what kind of content he's making now. Arcana boxes still go for the same price when released. Yeah, Arcana boxes are not even premium boxes, though. Those are just standard boxes. So Arcana, Lost Abyss, Paradigm Trigger, those are all standard releases. VStar Universe, VMAX Climax, Shiny Star, Tag Team All Stars, they've got a name for them. They're called like, I can't remember what they're called. Those are special sets that Pokemon Japan releases, and they're called High something. It sounds kind of like high end. That's what it sounds like. They're called High Elite. I can't remember. Liver King makes me cry. I ate all those raw animal balls for what? Damn you, Liver King. High class, yeah, they're called Japanese high class boxes. So VStar Universe is a Japanese high class box, and from here on out, the price on the box will go up until they do a reprint. So the question is, how much reprint of VStar Universe will you see? Now, I wouldn't worry about it. I really don't think we're going to struggle to get lots and lots and lots of VStar Universe, but the base price on that set's never going to go down because that's their base retail. Okay. What do we got an order from? A big order from Cole Kokoschke. Hey, mister, it's my birthday. I'm going to make a big order. 10 Fusion, 10 Chilling, 1 in the large, 2 Ancient Origins. I've got a bag. Yay! Woohoo! Cole Kokoschke. Happy birthday, man. So Cole Kokoschke, the Ancient Origins box is due tonight. It will be open tonight. So if you are not in here, guys, you will not get another chance to buy in. We're doing that to make sure the guys who have been sitting in here don't wait too long. How's the condition of the docks? Really nice. So it's not perfect either. There's no electrical to it. So we have to hire an electrician to build an electrical circuit to the dock. And then there's no power lifts either. Power lifts lift your boat out of the water so that it sits above the water. Probably the reason they never built that was because this area never has any waves because it's not a high traffic area in the water. So they probably just didn't bother building power lifts or anything. And I might not build them either. I'm not sure. But if I were to install power lifts, might be 10 to 20,000 for that. I'm not sure. All right. So we got you in the Ancient Origins. You want it in the large too. Ooh. Cole Kokoschke. You got it, man. I know you guys are excited for a shot at that doggy. I hope he comes out not too early. No, I shouldn't say that. That's unfair for these guys. 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 4. Tiffany James. Tiffany! Remember Tiffany? Freaking Tiffany. 10 Fusion. All right, 10 Fusion with the Espeon in it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a premium large spot. I can't wait to show it all to you guys. But we can't celebrate. It's too early to celebrate. We have not closed on the house. The house is not closed on yet. There we go. Too early to celebrate. My wife said technically there are ways for the seller to back out of the deal, even though it could open them up to a lawsuit if they did. We could force them to finish the transaction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Whew. 2 ancient origin, 10 fusion, 10 shilling. All right, let's get them a big hit. That's 20 packs, guys. Ooh, we need a giveaway card again, don't we? All right, you ready? All right, get some sneeps. Espeon in the 5th pack. Mister, will you be passing along the $600,000 savings to us? Actually, it'll be the other way around. I will be money tight for a while because we're going to spend money probably renovating the kitchen at least. The kitchen's in bad shape. The kitchen's the original 1979 kitchen. It's terrible. And there's so much in the house that needs to be like remodeled or fixed. But we're going to stick to the most important things for living there. And so I'm just not going to have any money for a long time after we're done with this. All my money going into the down payment and into fixing up the house. We're so excited, though. We're very stoked. We're going to be so close to a city now. We'll be close to the city of Camdenton. Mister, going to install a wood stove. I don't have to. They've got one. Yeah, they've got a wood stove in their basement. So we could, in theory, heat the house with firewood. Of course, I think there was a little sign on it saying that they wanted to take it home with them. So I think there was a sign saying that the wood stove comes with them. But that would just mean we buy a new one and install it. So we would install a new wood stove. And then we could do firewood in the home. I feel like that's stupid, though. I feel like that's not smart. What about John? John lives very close by. So John, he lives on the way to the city of Camdenton. So nothing changes for John. He just has a different drive to work every day. I think it's closer, actually. You can keep the bulk. You just pulled Rainbow Metagross. How nice. I think EV Heroes 10s are actually going up in price. Dude, that's crazy. I would be scared of that. EV Heroes and Evolving Skies are not my top pick right now. When it comes to cards, I'm looking at poker cards. I'm looking at Cardos cards. I'm looking at Ruby Sapphire era. I'm looking at Topps cards. Those are the cards I'm into right now. And you can kind of tell it's reflected in what I have for sale. You know what I mean? Like, look at this sexy beast. Wow. So, lots of cool stuff, man. Also, anything vintage. I just want old stuff. You see, I think a lot of this stuff, like Evolving Skies, has been printed so much. There's no race to obtain it. I'm not scared about obtaining Evolving Skies. I'm not scared about that. Oops. Whatever the price is, next week and the week after that, I'll be able to find one. Because there's a lot of it. There'll always be somebody selling it. Some stuff I'm a little scared to find. I don't know if I'll find it again. Here's a Selgor. So some stuff I get real scared about. I go, man, I'm never seeing that again. Mister's definitely looking at waifu cards over and over again. I'm looking at stuff that's under Pop 100 from Gen 3. Now, that's not true. I will take cards that are over Pop 100. But the higher the population on the card, the more fervent people have to be in buying and holding it, right? So I've got plenty of cards that did very well. Actually, a perfect example. I just sold a Versus Collection Karen's Umbreon for like $3,000, I think, to someone. You know what I paid for it? I paid like $1,600, and that was this year. And it traveled up to $3,000 because of the demand for the card, because it's like one of the best Umbreons. Well, that card's a high pop Umbreon. I think it's like, I don't know what the population on it, but it's real high. Doesn't matter. People just want it. And in that case, it really is a vintage Umbreon. So I'm confident, you know, 20 years from now, the population on Versus Collection Umbreon isn't going to be like 10,000. Now, Evolving Skies Umbreon, already heading toward 4,000, and it only released like a year or two ago. That set's going to have like 10,000 Umbreons eventually. So that's the problem with that set, you know. 20 years from now, all those Evolving Skies will be done being opened. All right, Cole Kokoshke, he said, keep the book. Take this and place it over here. Happy birthday, Mr. Cole. We got to get Mr. Cole a little birthday gift. Here we are. Look at that. It's the mix of demand and scarcity. Yes. Let's see. What can we get for you? We'll say, happy B-Day, Cole. Oh, we should get the date. A lot of new gen people didn't like vintage cards either. All right. Oops. I'm sorry. There we go. Just a little fun. I appreciate the order. Let's find your bag. Why'd the music stop? The music pause? Oh, that's weird. Wait, can we go back? Was this music in a list? Oh, it wasn't a list. So why did the list stop? What if I click this? Okay, cool. Cole Kokoshke. Let's find your bag. Now, I am interested in owning Sword and Shield cards. And I think Sword and Shield cards are going to hit their big price 20 years from now, guys. That's the way it really works. 20 years from now, Sword and Shield will hit its top price. You know why? 20 years from now, all the 10-year-olds are going to be 30. So all the kids who are 10 years old playing Sword and Shield will be 30 20 years from now. That's when I'm interested in Evolving Skies. All right, let's see. Beatrice Moniz, please apply $60 to my slab. Thank you, Beatrice. Beatrice. It's just a little early right now to quote unquote invest in modern. Now, if you're opening up modern cards and you're pulling hits and getting them graded and flipping them, that's a different story. So like if you open Evolving Skies, pulled Umbreon, graded them 10 and get them sold, you know, that's cool. You could do that all day, actually. That's kind of like playing the slot machine. That is what booster packs are all about, really. Sansane says, hey, mister, I'll take one spot in the Ancient Origins break. I'll also take one spot in the medium. Okay. Yes, the VStar medium. This gives you a 1 in 10 odds of pulling a box of VStar Universe. It's not in the menu. It's in the secret menu. Here it is. 1 in 10 odds, $15, VStar Universe medium. Ancient Origins is due tonight. We're opening it up no matter how many spots are sold. So if you don't want to miss it, you got to jump in there. Those packs will not be for sale after they get opened, after the box gets opened. We will just move on to the next box at that point. Okay, and we are out of orders. So we have no wait times. It is the Monday daytime stream, and I think what I'm going to do is look into some slabs. Mr. Selling One Piece English? People don't know. I'm not at the moment. People don't believe me, but I donated the profit to my church. I flipped a number on the other day and made a $100 profit. You donated it to your church? You mean you gave your money to your pastor? Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm not going to judge people if they want to do what they want to do with their own money. I always have a sort of negative feeling about donating to churches. My wife's family actually inherited a sizable inheritance, and the father gave it all away to a mega church pastor who then moved to Florida to live in a multi-million-dollar mansion. And her family is now not able to take care of themselves financially. So I always get very bad feelings about churches. Our priest spends his money on his sport cards, no joke. Or sports cars, no joke. Does God need the money? Well, churches need some money, right, to operate. Yeah, but I just have all those negative memories. An expansion project to add on our church building. All right, so I got a little cool thing for sale this time. This is an empty booster pack of Pokemon base set, Japanese. It's just an empty booster. You're only buying the foil. That's all you're doing. Never sold one of these in a live stream before, so I'm just giving it a try. Check out the eBay link that I sent you in Discord. Okay. Topps Charizard Advanced Challenge. Isn't there like a holographic version of it? Here we are. There we go. $10 for an empty booster pack. I don't know if that'll sell.
I'm smarter.
I'm better. I am better. We're going to get a discount on this Ghastly because he has never sold. Is it the little MK mark? Are people not a fan of that? So people don't want poor little Ghastly here. But he did grade 6, so I understand. A 6 is a low grade. So it's time to clearance him out because we got more slabs on the way eventually. This could be 20 bucks. So we're letting him go. Sorry, you're on your way out of here, Ghastly. Oh, I forgot about this. We got the Booby Booster. So this was popular, man. We've gone through like 5 of these, I think. So this is probably like number 6. Michael Beckner here is in. Are you in? We got 3 more spots open. The owner of my local comic shop gave me a box of vintage mint Marvel cards to try and grade and earn a profit off of. Wow, that's really kind. My wife doesn't like church. When she was a kid, a lady in church took her Pokemon binder and burned it because evolution is evil. Yeah, I was lucky enough that my parents didn't believe all that. They were very, very, very religious, like super devout. But my parents believed in evolution because they considered it to just be a scientific principle that's true, and so they didn't care. Actually, usually I could watch any movie or play any game as long as it didn't have adult nudity in it. They didn't care. So yeah, they were more open-minded somehow. I don't know why. Yeah, very devout though. What's another card I think's never going to sell? A lot of good cards in here actually. I'm seeing some real solid cards like this Tyranitar. What's your dad's job rate in the Navy? Job rate? You talking to me? You're talking to somebody else? When Pokemon evolve. Let's see. Linda. A card I think will never sell. Yeah, this would be one. Erica's Belt. Well, but it's priced at 22 bucks. It doesn't really get much cheaper than that. We need to double check this Charmander. Charmander Topps. Hope you guys are having a lovely Monday. It looks like a Charmander PSA 10 is $81. $81 minus $69. So there's a clear price difference. I think that's very fair. Let me look up CGC 9.5 though. I bet you there's not a 9.5. Actually, I think I remember this. There was a 9.5 and it cost more, didn't it? Was that the case? Yeah, so the cheapest 9.5 of a similar Charmander is like $150. So this is correctly priced at $69. If you were to get the PSA 10, it'd be $81, and this is cheaper than that. And there's no cheap CGC equivalent. Cubone, huh? 30 bucks for 9. That feels about right. These prices are correct. Just a matter of people having the income to buy what they want. We reduced the price on this Poliwrath. You know, when we do a markdown, we should leave the old sticker on. And then, yeah, I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to recreate the old sticker so you can see what he used to be priced at. So the old prices are typically based off of the market price, the cheapest by now. So he used to be $69. I'm dropping him to $40. That's a 9 horsey, huh? This poor Paris has never sold. Poor guy. Nobody wants you, Paris. And Machamp 9 at 15. That's about right. We just got a lot of cheaper cards right now. This Igglybuff, I'm gonna hold on to him because I don't want to price reduce a Crystal Guardians card. It's too rare. Slab break 10. Slab break $10. Pikachu VMAX. Okay, gotta remember to show that off from time to time. Okay, this Voltorb's gonna be not $14, but 140 likes. He is now free. So next time we hit 140 likes, this card is being handed out to you guys for free. Okay, cool. We got this Naughty Sneaker Bunko Boob Grab card. Yowza, dude. Okay, here is a Ghastly 9 from Expedition. This Mesprit, we might save the Mesprit for a giveaway too. Metacam, Mankey 10, Crystal Guardian 9, and the Pulse Hollow Foil. Okay, we got some very fairly priced cards from my perspective. Nothing about these prices are real unusual. I've seen all these kinds of cards sell. Wobbuffet's cool. From Rocket Return, by the way. That's ghastly. So now I get, and this is an empty pack, by the way, empty foil. I'm giving that a try. If this sells, I'll try selling more empty foils from now on, if that sells. Because I got buttloads of empty foils. I got tons of them. I probably could have been selling them the whole time, I suppose. All right, you guys need a new card. What do we got? Let's get a new card on the table. I need to go. I got like 4 boxes of top slabs. Shantoto 9 from Opus 1, huh? Interesting. Was kind of price dropped before. What? What are you saying? So I've got these no rarity cards here, but I'm actually tempted to send these off to CGC first and see if they can grade higher than like 4 and 6. These are so rare and so expensive, they are worth cross-grading. Like if this goes from a 6 to a 7, that's kind of a big deal. They need to be put into a cross-grade box and not be in my for sale box anymore, because they are not for sale. Maybe you could put $20 slabs in the Pokebras. Pokebras are raw, ungraded cards. So I don't want to change your perception of them. I want you to see them that way and only think of them that way. Whew. So we got a Gossifleur here. General Mills Gossifleur. Oh, Gossifleur. I'm investing in vintage sealed toys, graded comics. Yeah, I mean, Warren Buffett says that you diversify to protect your money. But then he also says you focus all your money into one investment when you want to make money. See what he's saying? So if you've got a range of investables, one will make 1% year over year, 2%, 3%, 4%. They're all different from each other. You got an investable, they'll make 7% year over year. If you buy an equal amount of all of them, then you end up with an average return on investment. If you pick out the card that's just going up 7% each year and only buy that one, you outperform the market. So it's a very interesting concept. Should you diversify or should you just buy the thing that's really working? It's hard to say. I'm bored again. Oh, no. You better get back on your iPad. I SLAB-AWAY Crystal Niner King. I'm going to rent your house out for a week this summer when you start renting it out. That sounds like a cool idea, man. I'll invite you over to say hi and all that. Honest opinion from you. Does TCCG slabs will have value? I mean, compared to other slabs. Well, not compared to, so if you're asking if my slab is as valuable as PSA, the easy answer is just no. PSA has been around for years. They're a big company full of lots of people. Same with CGC, same with Beckett, same with SGC. So the answer is no. My slab is Mr. Cardconomist's personal feeling on your card. And it's an objective third-party grade. You and I aren't besties. I'm not giving you 10s. And I consider it similar to my merchandise, basically. I don't sell hats. I don't sell shirts. I don't sell shoes for merchandise. But I sell my grade, and it has my logo on it. So I'm very proud of that, and it's a very successful operation. And who knows, maybe over a really long period of time, we'll have like 10,000 cards graded one day, and people will look back on it and be like, wow, that was kind of cool. And a lot of those cards might remain in the market forever. You know what I mean? Mister, you mentioned not to buy into cards like Moonbrand, but what about horrible QC issues with modern cards, high demand? Yeah, I mean, all you're saying is, yeah, but the quality is bad. Okay, but look at the population on the 10s. It's heading toward 4,000. So who cares about, it's like this. despite the bad quality control and despite the poor pull rates, it's still heading toward 4,000 PSA 10s in like 1 year, dude. So forget about all those arguments and just look at the population. All right, so this was a $65 card, and I'm going to sell it for $20. I don't even like Gossip Floor. I will invest $1 million to you, Mr. TCC. Yeah, I mean, consider this. What if this channel continues to be successful for many years and you've got some of the original oldest graded cards? It's going to be kind of cool. So it's kind of a bet on the channel, you know, a little bit. But other than that, there is a little bit of value to the Cardconomist grade. First of all, you do benefit from it being encapsulated. So now you can take the card and you can handle it. If you're not just trying to resell the card, if you're just trying to enjoy an encapsulated card, boom, you're done. You got it done. And you probably got it done cheaper than the other markets, the other companies. The other thing is, it is kind of like a pre-grade. So if you're shopping for a card and you had to choose between a raw card, a Cardconomist graded card, and a PSA graded card, your top choice is going to be the PSA graded card. You trust that one the most. Your last choice will be the raw card because you don't know about that one. But the Cardconomist graded card, you know I've looked it over, and you know it's been encapsulated, and so it's got a higher value than an ungraded card. Now, what is the value of it over a raw card? That's a good question. Could it be $10 worth over a raw card? Maybe. Especially if you pull a card that's like $400 or $500. If you're grading it for like $10 with me, well, you're encapsulating it. You're giving it some authenticity. You could add the QR code to it so people can even see when it was pulled. And you know, Mr. Cardconomist is handing his grade out to it. So yeah, I mean, I think there is some value to that. Yeah, so those are all my arguments. But, you know, with PSA 10, PSA 10, and CGC 10, and BGS 10, those all have a lot more value. And I'm not denying that, and I'm not arguing against it. This is for our community. I'd say 20, 30 over raw. Well, that could be high. Depends on what card you're talking about. But you're going to buy the card with more confidence seeing that I've handed the 10 out to it. Okay, what do we got here? We got cute little Pikachu.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter.
I'm better.
I am better.
I appreciate all the subscribes. That's the sound of someone subscribing. Okay, more of these regrade cards. So we got these cards here that I want to regrade. I'm wetter. I'm wetter. What? So we gotta send these back out to CGC and see what they do with them. Would you ever sell the mom card you graded? No, I gotta hold that. That's got to be like a little history piece for me. It could come onto the market for sale one day. You know, like, I'm not going to live forever. And so when I pass away, my collection, or whatever's left of it, will be for sale. I'm better.
I am better.
And my thoughts are this, you know, cards like that, your mom card, might go for sale one day, and it might have some value to somebody. Maybe somebody who was in our community for a long time. What's your mom card? Before I had finished the card grading company, I had hand drawn an image called Your Mom. And I ended up encapsulating that card when I got my card grading equipment put all together. And we had everything together, like the label and everything. So these are going to go off for a regrade with CGC, because I'm hoping to get a higher grade on them, even by 1 point. Okay, cool. If you're free, could you please check my bag? I have to have sentimental value with Mr. and everyone here, so I want to grade a few cards, says Adam. Yeah, we'll just take a quick look right now, Adam, if you're thinking about grading it. But then I'm going to jump back to the line and see if there's any new orders. Ugh. Mr. Adam Thone. We'll keep Cardconomist grading prices lower than PSA. That's good. Tyranitar. Off-center, it looked like. That's kind of cute. Off-center, though. Versode Girl's pretty good. Kind of cool. Oh, Ace of Spades Charmander is a big deal. That's a big pull. So is this. Oh, these are lovely. See this Giratina? He actually looks really good slabbed up. Oh, look at that. You got Jigglypuff Cardos. Melodic and a Metacam. Yeah, you got a good bag, man. That is a good bag. So there you go. All right, a little free look into your bag there. And my opinion on some of those cards. Yeah, so this is a weird thing we have for sale, guys. It's an empty booster pack for 10 bucks. Let's go ahead and jump back to the list. We've been adding cards to the table, so these guys have been waiting. We have Luke James Crawford. This is just a donation because YouTube takes some on Super Chat. Keep up the great work. Oh, Mr. Luke, that's so nice. I appreciate that. $5 donation from Luke James Crawford. There's another way to donate that allows you to ignore YouTube's donation system, and I'll show it to you real fast. In our description, it's this thing called Streamlabs. See that? So Streamlabs lets you make a donation. It even lets you send a sound effect, and I'll show you how that works. So to send a funny sound effect, if you come back to our Discord server, I have a list of sound effects for you to look at. So here it is. It's called the sound effects list. We'll click on that, and what you're seeing is the list, and when you zoom in, here's the cost of the sound effect. You send $1.13. Do not come Donald Trump. Papa More Movie, Stranger Things, $1.16. I'm Elon Musk, $1.17. So what you do is you log into Streamlabs and you send me $1.17 and you can get the Elon Musk sound effect anytime you want. You got a promotion? Woo! All right. That's how life works, guys. You get older and you get promoted and you make more money. So if you ever feel mad at the old people because, they got all the money and we should just tax old rich people, you could be an old rich person someday. Be careful. You're taxing yourself. Be careful about that. Young people often want to raise taxes on the wealthy. Who's wealthy? Old people are. Who's going to be an old wealthy person? Could be you someday. So why raise taxes on yourself? Michael Ragonin, Ghastly Slab. Ooh. Here you go, Michael. Everything sells when the price gets really cheap. So you never have to worry about your cards selling. The only thing you have to worry about is getting them sold at the price you'd like to sell them at. But everything sells at a low price. Everything just go poof. Okay, Ghastly Slab is done. David Morey says, Linda 9 and 1 Star Wars Galaxy 1. You got it. She got the whip. Damn. She's from 1989. So this is kind of a lewd card for 1989 if you think about it. She's showing off her midriff and her boobies and all that. 1989 pop-up or prop-up, whatever they were called. David Morey's. Didn't women have kind of a different look back then? I feel like the women back then were more like Amazonian or something almost. Nowadays, we get women who look more like e-girls, right? That's the thing. Like, have you ever looked at the old Victoria's Secret underwear model women? They almost look mannish compared to the women we have now. And maybe that's happening to the men too. Becoming less and less masculine. All right, Star Wars Galaxy 1, Snipe. You got it, man. Future me will thank me for investing my stimmies in Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Trust me. Mister, what's your opinion on the vendor series cards? So at first I thought they were just unknown, and that's why their value was low. My new opinion on them is they look kind of goofy. So that's the real problem. They look kind of goofy. Here we are. Mr. Price the Shantoto. Oh my God, I didn't price the Shantoto. So that's Opus 1 Shantoto, grading 9. And we're going to get a very, very fair grade on it. Very fair price on it, I mean. Okay, not an etched card here. David Morey's. Now everyone is plus size. My mama looked like a new opinion. What? My mommy said I could play with your phone. You got games on your phone? That was David Morey's. Thanks, man. How about this Shantoto? What do you guys think Shantoto should be priced at? I don't know. 10 bucks maybe? So there's no PSA 9 Shantoto for sale. And there's no CGC 9. How about PSA 10 Shantoto? So there is a Shantoto for sale as a PSA 10 for $295. That's real expensive. Of course, that doesn't mean it's sold. Check sold items real fast. But it says here that same Shantoto went for $331, although that one says Wave 1. So there's a difference, Wave 1, Wave 2. I guess Wave 1's a little more rare. So I think what I'd like to ask is about $50 on this card. How about that? You will notice that Shantoto is a legendary pull out of this collection. There we go. So I'm not asking for much for Shantoto, but the grading's already done. Men back in the George Washington days used to look like ladies with white wigs and blush on some. We are. Let's see. Yeah, but they probably had some. They probably were more masculine in other ways. Darren Thompson says, hey, mister, I bought a spot. That's makeup you're talking about, dude. I bought a spot in the slab break last night, but I don't think you wrote me down. In the slab break. He's referring to the slab break, which is right here. Okay, I'll get you in there, Darren Thompson. Chicks are hotter these days. Women in the 70s and 90s had too much curly hair, so the curling iron maker would have been loaded. Well, it's weird because what I'm trying to say is that I feel like the men and women of today look more sickly almost. Like we look, I don't know, like we've, the women from back then looked hardier. Does that make sense? Like they get more sunlight or something like that. They get more sunlight and they eat less McDonald's. They eat home-cooked meals from mom and grandma. They look like a different animal than we do today. You know what I mean? Skinny got big and it's back in now. Fashion just... I don't think it's fashion. No, I'm talking about them physically. Physically. They have a different look. Have you ever seen women from the 70s? They look... and it's not about being obese or anything like that, but they just look like they've been in the jungle longer than we have. We look like we've been indoors all day. How many spots left on Ancient Origins? Here we go. Ancient Origins has plenty of room. It is due tonight. We are opening it no matter what. The remaining packs will not go for sale. So you're either in or you're not, and we'll see what happens with that. Girls have peepees now. That's right. So Darren would like a Pixar pack. We have these Pixar packs now. One Dawn of Legends. Ugh. And $5 to the charity slab. Wow, so kind today, guys. What's your favorite dessert? Cookies, easily. I love cookies. Too much. I got a cookie problem. I got a cookie eating problem. Here we are. Okay, this drops to $3.95. Shoop. There we go, $3.95. Now let's snip this up. Not all people, but some of these days look worse with plastic surgery. Baby sugar, it's an empty pack. Maybe there were a lot more young women back then. You know, in 2022, we have this aging population, and people are having so few children. I'm guilty of it too. I mean, here's the deal. I withheld having children because that's what I was told to do, and it's what I wanted to do, because it's so hard to enter the middle class now. And a lot of things changed that made it harder to enter into the middle class. The world's more competitive. So holding off on having children allows me to work and my wife to work. We don't need a nanny for the baby. Neither of us need to quit our job for a baby. We can work, no baby expenses. We can work in a smaller home. So we withhold having children to build up wealth so that we can live the way we want to live. I'm older, I'm weaker, I'm better. Mister, just say you're into opals. I'm not. But so, yeah, it's interesting because maybe back in the day, people were younger in general, more babies were had. And people spent more time outside in the sunlight because there was no internet. You didn't watch Netflix, you didn't play video games, none of that.
I'm stronger.
I'm stronger.
I'm smarter.
I'm better.
I'm better.
We're getting a lot of subscribers today.
I am better.
Let's see. We are getting a lot of subscribers today. We got to change the sound effect. The boys, I'm stronger, I'm better sound effect has been fun, but I feel like it's time to get a new sound effect. So we're looking for your small bag here, Mr. Darren. Ah, Darren Thompson. What's the slab break? So we have a golden Pikachu VMAX valued at $100. And there's 3 people in it. Your odds are 1 in 10. Here he is. Very cute card. It kind of reminds me of the Pikachu VMAX from Vivid Voltage. How much does that go for now? Vivid Voltage Pikachu VMAX? Do you guys remember how crazy people were about obtaining that? So it's number 188. So let's type that down. Cheapest price? Oh my God. Look at the price continue to plummet on this card. $300. Not too long ago, that was $400. So the principle is appearing to stay true, that the population of a card matters a lot, and hype dies down. Hype dies down. All right, check this card out. Full art Pikachu VMAX. 4,000 of them. Looks familiar, doesn't it? Looks kind of like that Umbreon. That Umbreon's already surpassed the Pikachu in population. Wow, wow. And you know, these populations don't consider SGC, Beckett, and CGC. So the real population is even higher than that. Wow. Wow, just crazy, man. Is there a way to see old prices on this? Let me see if we can look up old prices on the Pikachu. Okay, we want 188. Pikachu VMAX Secret. Okay, looks like we can go backwards. 27 pages. Let's go backwards to page number 23. Look at the prices on this in the past. 1,300. This is 630. 1,100. Look at these old prices. So we're looking at old prices on the Pikachu. That's funny. That one's only 480. Prices really vary, it feels like, when it comes to auction. I feel like people can't watch auction all day long. That's the problem. Crazy stuff, man. People were wrong about that price. Is there a most expensive one I can locate? Here's one that sold for 1,700. That's pretty high. 1,700. In other words, the guy that sold it made a killing. Here's one that sold for 1,900. Oh, the most expensive one I've found now is this one right here, $2,025. So somebody really bid that up to $2,250, and now it is worth $300. They have lost $1,700 on that card. That's like, it's as bad as crypto almost, right? You're down to like a quarter of your money or something, maybe less. Now that's more than a quarter. 500 would be a quarter of 2,000. Yeah. So be careful with that modern stuff. If you were buying Pikachu today for 300, that's one deal. If you were back then paying 2,000 for him, you did not know it back then, but you were getting killed. Tim Pool's house was attacked, Pog. Well, give us the details, Alex. Yeah, we need to have like a way for Alex to come in and read the news in Discord out loud to us. All right, let's see. So Mike knew it. Japanese Gym Hero Pack Break. You got it. Mike knew it. Here we are. I created a new voice channel in Discord for the moderators to be able to join and talk while we're live. Would you guys like to be able to say hi to the moderators maybe, or hear them? We've done that before in the past. I didn't really find that it was very important for the stream, because what's really important is getting people's cards open. But, you know, if you moderators want to come in and say hi or talk about something, I think that's possible. What's up, James? Mr. James. Albert Lee wants into the Ancient Origins box break. People broke into one of his residences and shot a gun in it. Wow. That's it's kind of threatening, isn't it? Because they're saying we could break in and kill you if we wanted. He must have some real big haters. You want to hear me sing? Okay, yes, but only if it's that one popular Spanish song. I don't remember the name of it. Espacita or something like that. Despacita. Kip F says 5 Crystal Abyss packs. Crystal Abyss. Kip F. You got it, man. Mr. Kip, you remind me, Mr. Kip, that I need to work through all of these prices on the Final Fantasy sets, make sure they're up to date, and then get some new Final Fantasy sets, too. Mary Dawson, talk. Proof, he is a he. Here we are, Sneep. And I'll sing Maria Maria by Santans. Ave Maria. What? We want to hear Mary Manly voice. Santana. Only if we can also hear Cheese's girly voice. Okay, here goes. Mary secretly Snorlax. Double identity? Do you think we'll ever run out of sealed base set? Yeah, definitely we will. That is guaranteed. We will run out. Here's what'll happen. You won't run out. You'll have more of it. But the price on it will become so high that you will not bother opening it. You'll be like, F no. That is too expensive. You got Barrett. That's a legendary. Water Wet, Blue Sky Blue, Mary Guy. These are the facts. Here we are. I'll curse you out in Russian. Sephiroth. Sephiroth Hollow. I'm going to leave that guy in his own sleeve because that's a gradable one. What do you think, Kip? Yeah, that's a good one. Sephiroth in this set. We got Don Corneo. Okay, cool. What set do you think will be first to get out of open market? Sky Ridge. I don't know. Oh, do we got something? Oh, I thought there was a full art back there. Xenos. Cool, man. Hey, that's like the artwork on the box. I bought a Hidden Fate Shiny Sylveon PSA 10 for $350 a year ago. Now it's under $100 at times. I definitely suck at investing. Yeah, so here's the sign. I sold. Did you guys notice? Where's my Hidden Fates? Why don't I ever show it off? I saw the signs and I sold all of it. Basically, what happened was I realized Pokemon was printing too much of it and it was not rare. That's a big problem. And so because of that, the price was too high, and I knew it was too high. The price needs to reflect the rarity. I'm not saying you can't buy modern, but don't buy it at the price where people don't understand its true worth. You know what I mean? So this Vivid Voltage Pikachu coming down to $300. Maybe one day it's going to be a $200 card, maybe a $100 card. There's going to be a point where it hits its absolute bottom, and then it's going to bounce around. Buy it when it's at the bottom. Don't buy it when it's overhyped. Kip F. But nobody knew what the F they were doing. And they were, wow, that's great, man. They were definitely overpaying for those slabs back then. And I was getting out of there. I was like, no, this looks terrible. That's what I was telling myself. I'm like, I'm out of here. F this. Let's see. Oh, I got to sneeze, man. Yeah, I got to sneeze. I caught a whiff of it and I went, no way. Whew. They kept printing it and printing it and printing it. And I said, well, I don't want to collect this now. Thanks, Pokemon. But I didn't blame Pokemon. Remember my videos, I said, Pokemon's not here to make the secondhand market rich. Pokemon's here to make Pokemon rich. So my perspective was that Pokemon was going to print modern cards into oblivion. That's what my perspective was. And I believe securely that all modern cards from here on out will be printed so heavily that you will not make a 7% yearly return on the appreciation of modern cards. Because if you did, that's the sign Pokemon hasn't printed enough of it. So Pokemon needs to print so many Pokemon cards that you cannot invest in it. That's when they need to stop. All right, David Moray's 2 Galaxy 1s. Pokemon has no interest in making the secondhand market wealthy. They're there to make Pokemon wealthy. How does VStar Universe List work? So it's a thing we've hosted many times. You'll notice it's called the medium. We got the large and the medium. We made these up like 3 years ago. A medium is like the large, but it's for a booster box instead of slabs. There's 10 spots. One of these spots has a whole box of VStar Universe in it. So 9 people will lose $15. One person will pull a whole box of VStar Universe. It's exactly how it works. Don't buy more spots than you're willing to lose. Okay, David. Bulk rate a Star Wars card. I already have 2 Jabba the Butts. All right. So he's saying no more Jabba the Butts. Jabba the Butts are solid, dude. You should get one listed. I'd grade a 3rd if I was you. He's like, don't grade Jabba the Butt. Pokemon figured out that if there's a chance to invest in their product that yields a 7% return, they can overprint it to avoid others out-earning them. Yeah, I mean, like, why would Pokemon not just hold on to its own printed... Oh, yes! Here we are, David Mores. I know you're after these, David. Look at this. All right, that's Luke. He's looking pretty spicy, too, man. Let's take a quick look at him. Yeah, not bad. I'm just worried about this edge up here, unfortunately. He's looking a little... But we're going to go ahead and get that guy graded because I think he's going to be your best pull by far. And so Pokemon... If Pokemon cards are consistently earning 7%... Don't grade this one. If they're consistently earning 7% year over year, why wouldn't Pokemon just hold its own product, right? Why would they sell it? They're better off holding it. It beats the stock market, so they're better off holding than selling. So Pokemon has to print so much product that it is not better to hold. And that's when you and I lose money because we thought that putting it away in our closet was smart. So here's Boba Fett. You want to grade Boba? He's pretty good. He has a show. That's my perspective on it. If Pokemon cards are ever earning 7% by year, it means that they're not printed enough. There needs to increase the printing on that product. Now, the old vintage stuff, Pokemon needs to be very careful with that and not reprint it at all, because their secondhand market will lose faith if they do. So I'm not really a big fan of how many times they're reprinting Charizard base set. But, you know, I think it's okay. I think people understand it's a reprint and that they're distinct. But yeah, I mean, anytime Pokemon wants money, it just reprints the base set Charizard. And they got to stop doing that. There's too many of those reprints. Okay, David. This is David Morris? Yes, correct. Why is this so quiet? I like this song. I want to hear it. There we go. Charizard base set is nothing to Mewtwo base set. Is that right? Mewtwo's better? Yeah, it's a fascinating thing. I really like collectibles. Collectibles, this is how I view it. So I view it kind of like this. If you're talking about the world of collectible investing, so we got rare vintage, and desirable, right? This actually goes up year over year. And so this is a hold. And then you've got modern stuff. Oops. Modern does not go up year over year. It could, at best, do this. So modern goes sideways if you're lucky. And this is a flip or a slot machine. So, oops. So if you like to gamble, modern is for you. Modern is for gambling. Because what you're hoping to do is pull out a big hit. And the rare vintage is for investing. But the question is, will this beat 7% each year? And if it won't, then you better go buy stocks, because you shouldn't be buying this. This is bad if it does not make 7% each year. This won't make 7%. You'll be lucky if this makes 0%. So that's how it works. Because if this is ever making 7%, Pokemon should print more of it until it doesn't. Pokemon's not here to make you rich you know, putting their Pokemon cards in your closet. So this can never reach 7%, or Pokemon's not printing enough. This can, because it's out of print. That's how it's working. This is a gamble. This is an investment. Gambling's fun. Just gamble responsibly. All right, so let's see. This is for David Morris. How did you get so Poke-wise in Pokenomics? Or is it just a simple rinse and repeat with business and Pokemon? Well, I always enjoyed finances. I originally went to school for finances, and I'm absolutely obsessed with money and how money works. You know what I've realized about money? Money isn't just like a green piece of paper or whatever it is, you know, gold. Money is energy. Money is energy. That's what it really is. If you're really clever, you can leverage it. You can expend your own energy very efficiently. And so money's energy is what it is. And when you have a lot of it, it means you spent a lot of energy. That's what it means. And when you're very good at trading, you trade your energy for someone else's energy. And you hope to get a good trade out of that, right? So money to me represents energy is what it is. And I'm really fascinated by it. I'm fascinated by it. Even if I was poor, I'd be fascinated by it because I'm just curious how it works, how it runs, like a machine, right? And so when I stare at the cards, I'm trying to understand, how does Pokemon decide how many cards to print? And there has to be a correct answer to that. If they print too much of it, nobody will want it anymore. If they print too little of it, people will just buy it, scalp it, put it in their closet, and then Pokemon will have to deal with unhappy customers. So they're trying to hit that mark where they print too much of it, not to the point where people won't buy it anymore, but also not to that point where you can just put it in your closet and get rich. Pack Rip Hub says, hey, mister, I wanted 3 packs the other day and shipping. 1 Super Mario, 1 Nintendo, 1 Donkey Kong. I paid $37. Pack Rip Hug. Pack Rip Hub. Did they not get open? Is that what you're saying? Let's take a look into this, okay? So if you've got P in your name, you're going to be over here. The vintage is tricky because you think that, oh, all I need to do is save up and buy vintage. That's all I need to do. But that's not true either. Vintage might be overpriced at this point because everyone's trying to do the same thing. Vintage could be underpriced. Nobody really knows. Philip Webb, Pokin' Fun, Pokey John. We're looking for Pack Rip Hub. He sent me a penny message saying he wanted to open some stuff and get shipped out. All right, I don't see a bag for you. It never overpriced if you never sell, says Cloudy. Let's go into PayPal and let's look you up real fast. And then we need to go into our shipping labels and see if we shipped you out. I think vintage will crash next year. It could. It's possible. Or it could become more expensive next year. Could do the opposite. How do you know what's going to happen? Nobody thought that vintage was going to get really expensive, or else they would have already bought it. So back in 2019, vintage was underpriced because people didn't understand that demand was high for it. I already have a bag. Can I get a difference artwork? That was December 2021. And then it says here, it's been a while. I have a bag and want a shipping. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, you should have a, so Pack Rip, I remember this. You should have a bag on the way. It is Christmas time, so you're probably still waiting for it to arrive. Vintage will go up. Modern will see an all-time low. I don't know if I'd say that. I don't know if I'd say, well, I just think that modern will prove that you can't get rich hoarding modern. And that's on purpose. Pokemon wants it to be that way. And the problem in the market is that people are still hoarding modern. When people stop hoarding it, it will reach its lowest price. And yeah. You know what? I'm not seeing a label for you. Let me go into PayPal. Pack Rip Hub. Pack Rip Hub. I wanted 3 packs the other day and shipping. 1 Super Nintendo, 1 Nintendo, 1 Donkey Kong. I paid $37. Let me go into here. Pack. Okay, so we've clearly got your address. Let me try taking the whole name here. And I'll go over to history and I'll do a search for you, man. Do you think Silver Tempest booster box in 20 years will be worth to hold on to? Yeah, I think it'll definitely move up in price over 20 years. I just don't feel like it should go up 7% each year. And if it did, then there's not enough of it. But maybe there's not enough of it. You never know. See, that's the question. Nobody knows that. That's a big gamble. And investing really is a gamble. Like, even when you buy in the stock market, isn't it a gamble when you buy in the stock market? Oh, here it is. It says it's in transit. Shipped on 12/01. In transit, Mr. Pack Rib. Pack Rib. Pack Rip. You are good. Okay, now we've got an order from Leo Hader. 3 Sun and Moon base set. Ooh, base set packs. 4 star berth. Let's get those star berths. Did they not reprint the Charizard promos in VStar Universe? Must be sad for those who got the UPC's rip. Should I keep my black and white base or sell it now? I like black and white. I think you should hold it. Here we are. Leo Hater. I mean, here's what it's it's complicated. Like, let's say you could sell your black and white stuff at a very good price, like above market. Well, then yeah, you should just go sell it and then buy it back at market. So it's complicated. It depends on what price you can get it sold at. Here we go. Hey, mister, I think I was short a Super Mario pack the other day. It says Pack Rip Hub. What's up, man? Oh, so that's what you're trying to say. Okay. And how are you determining that? Here's Toxapex. Here's Dupiter Umbreon. All right. That's why we like this set. This is an Umbreon set. Sun and Moon base set is an Umbreon set. Money. That's right. Here's a Lily. This is also a Lily set. Umbreon Lily. Always surprised people don't open base set. Medium still available. It sure is. There's 2 people in. We need 10 people. Here's Moltres. A cold one. Infernape the monkey. And cold. I'm thinking 20 for a weighted pack. There we go. Leo Hader. You ended up giving me double Nintendo and double Donkey Kong. Oh, yes, I remember doing that because I felt bad because I think you had a bag from a full year ago that got repoed. So I gave you extra packs. So you're saying your pack arrived, but you're missing a Nintendo pack. Is that what you're saying? I think I'm starting to understand what's going on. Excuse me. Let's see. There we go. All right. What time is this? 5:12. We've been live for 82 minutes. We are out of orders. There's no wait time if you guys want to order anything at all. And yeah. Monday daytime stream. Very slow. Monday's usually slow. Also, there's no Tuesday daytime stream. So this is not unusual to have a slow daytime stream. He took the free pack back. What's up, Mikey? Can I order fee reveal? How much are those Japanese base set packs? So those are being saved right now. I brought them into the thumbnail to show them off that we have them. Yeah, I want you guys to be aware. We got some base set packs for future pack breaks. Made a deal with the guy. He might have more of them for me too. Here they are. There's no stream tomorrow? There's no daytime stream tomorrow. We'll have a nighttime stream. I stream all 7 days of the all 7 days of the week. Here we are, heavy and medium. Tripping over my words. Classic Cardconomist. There we go. I feel like I trip over my words more than I used to. Doesn't your brain get smaller as you age? Hold on. What age is peak brain activity? Humans reach their cognitive peak at age 35 and then begin to decline, by the age of 45. Our cognitive abilities today exceed those of our ancestors. Wow, very cool. You know, I'm always wishing that I could say words perfectly every time and never trip over my words. I notice when I trip over them because it drives me nuts. Little alarm in my head goes off like, dude. Onyx Legendary Collection. If it's 35, I feel sorry for me. This is an error card. Error. At the bottom of the card, you can see the next card is cut into the card. That's cool. Aber 9. A lot of 9s here. 999. Machop Me Daddy. From the live stream the other day, I'm thinking you mix the Super Mario Nintendo as one pack and not separate packs. What can I do for you about it, Mr. Pack Rip? So it sounds like I owe you one Nintendo pack. You're talking about the Topps Nintendo? You think the Founding Fathers had absolute hogs? Well, they were British guys. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, PP size. You can't become overly obsessed with PP size, guys. What's amazing about the Founding Fathers is that they founded America. But I don't know. Maybe they had giant hogs too. They probably did. Makes you wonder why our leaders are like 80. Yeah, they're pretty old, huh? Cognitive decline starts at 45, but all our leaders are like 1,000,000 years old. But our leaders have been around longer is what that means. They've seen how the world works for longer. Can I slap away the vintage pack? Well, this is not a whole vintage pack. This is an empty foil for $10. Empty foil. I'll be back around 15 minutes. If not, bye. Can I slap away the vintage? They had wigs for their hogs. Wiglets. That's right. Well, guys, it's feeling like we're slowing down. I think now would be a fine time to shut the stream down. Claudia says, show the lists. We're going to be back on tonight for the Monday night daytime stream. For the Monday night stream. See, there we go. We have this Ancient Origins booster box to open. It's due tonight. I don't care if it's full. We're opening it no matter what. So I hope you'll join me tonight for seeing that get opened. Then we'll also have this Gym Heroes over here. Gym Heroes were 4 spots in, 4 out of 10. And tops were 3 out of 8. 3 out of 7. No, 3 out of 8. Yeah, 8. There we go. So I had a lot of fun with you guys. I'll see you tonight.